Let's understand electronic workflow automation. Organizations are run by people, but they grow when their processes are effective. From something as simple as applying for a leave to sharing a document with a customer only after a review, approvals and processes are everywhere. Another example is accounts payable process. It could be a simple step workflow where an executive uploads the vendor invoice for their manager approval. Once approved, it could go to the AP team. They would process the payment and close the case. Let's follow 5 simple steps and see how accounts payable workflow can be configured in minutes. Step 1. Set the form and documents for accounts payable process. Let's tell the solution which type of documents users are going to attach to accounts payable workflow. Admin will log in, go to Masters, then we'll go to Special Fields and select Document Type. Admin will create invoice as document type so that users can attach invoices while initiating the workflow. Let's start workflow configuration. Hover over the Setup tab on the home page, hover over Documents, and click on Workflow. Click on Create New Workflow. Enter the relevant details in all the fields provided. Click on Submit. Click on OK. Select relevant global fields to collect additional information about the attached document. Toggle right to include the fields in the summary report sent to workflow users. Selected fields will become part of all reports generated for this specific workflow. You can also assign drop-downs for the fields. Instead of typing the field value, user can select the value from predefined list. To define document to be attached, click on Add Special Fields. Select the special field, document type, from the drop-down. Select either Yes or No against the special field selected to make it mandatory or optional, as may be required. Let's add steps to the workflow. Initiator is the default step. You can set the step rights. Step documents, select the step rights as applicable. Download. This right allows user to download all documents attached by the previous user. Select next user. This right allows user to select the next step user if there are multiple users at next step. In this workflow we have to create 3 steps: initiator, reviewer and finance.
If you tick against a field in the Allow Edit in Current Step column, then the user at that particular step will be able to add or edit data entry of a workflow field. If you tick against a field in the Show in Current Step column, then the user at that particular step will be able to view the data entry of a workflow field. Follow the same steps for assigning fields to other step users. You may also allow initiators to link an existing requisition to the current case. For that, you need to click on the Link Related Workflow option. Select the relevant workflows that need to be appearing in the list for the initiator. Once you have set up all mandatory submodules, you will see the option to design the workflow. Drag the components from the left pane to the center pane. Connect the flowchart components as per the workflow requirement.
Copy the name of the steps and paste them on the components of the flowchart. Copy the actions of the step and paste them on the links of the flowchart. You can set multiple actions like send back, reject, approve and forward. Approve stands for approve and close. Thus, you need to set that as an action only for the last step. Once you configure all the possibilities, your design is complete. You can save the design. Once you have designed the workflow, you would see the option to set user mapping, scenarios and approval hierarchy. Let's start user mapping. Click on Set under the user mapping column against the workflow name. Insert the scenario name that you have to create, by the department, zone or any other entity. Select the users at each of the steps of the workflow. You can set the destination folder to store workflow documents for each scenario. Tick against the relevant scenario. Click on Select Document Path. Select the relevant cabinet, folder and subfolder for the scenario. Once you have set at least one scenario for the workflow, you would see the option to set user notifications. Select the alert type for each of the steps. Also add additional recipient's email credentials, if required. Next user option lets the next user in workflow step receive email alert when their previous user submits the requisition. Now your workflow is ready to publish. Go back and click on Publish. Everything is set now. Train your stakeholders and go live.